uniforms. Our referee this evening is Mike Strutt. And a packed Thompson Field. A lot of fans were here earlier. Virginia Tech women's soccer took on Pittsburgh in the ACC opener. Panthers with a 4-1 win on the road. And now the nightcap. Wake Forest trying to pick up its 7th straight win to open the year. Virginia Tech looking for its first win of the season. Demon Deacons are led by 8th-year head coach Bobby Muse. Fantastic coach, one of the best in the country, who has guided the Demon Deacons to 7 straight Sweet 16s, 115 wins, just 26 losses in his time at Wake Forest. And he's been named the ACC Coach of the Year in 4 straight seasons. Meanwhile, for Virginia Tech, Coach Mike Brizendine with a win tonight would collect his 100th career win as the head coach of Virginia Tech, who took over this program in 2009. We're ready for kickoff. Virginia Tech, number 2 Wake Forest, underway from Thompson Field. And again, a treat to have you with us here on the ACC Network Extra. See, Tech tonight will go, or at least in previous matches, a 4-3-3. That can definitely change as the night unfolds. And a challenge there right in front of Hokies bench. Again, Wake Forest 1-0 in the ACC. Virginia Tech 0-1. Demon Deacons with a 2-0 win against North Carolina State. Hokies 4-2 loss to Virginia. And what a way to open the ACC slate for the Hokies. I mean, Virginia and Wake Forest. Kajima taken away by Myola Kinyua there in the midfield, and then right back to Christian Escribano. Wake Forest, one of 6 schools in the country that is yet to lose or tie in 2022. Here's space in the attacking third. Through ball in. Good recovery from Tech's defense. And out comes Martino to clear it up for the Hokies. Already you can see Rold Mitchell, who dons the number 9 uniform for Wake Forest. Not only can he put balls away as a scorer, he's also a fantastic facilitator. McDowell, long ball ahead, trying to find Nick Blacklock, but it's Garrison Tubbs, the junior from Georgia. There are 2 players in the midfield, very important to the success of Tech. Danny Flores, Myola Kinyua. This is Flores. Gets knocked down, and there's our first whistle. And our first foul of the night is Mike Strutt awards a free kick. Danny Flores, Myola Kinyua, the 2 centered around the ball. Flores very creative and can certainly finish from this distance. He'll play it out wide. Mike Strutt says not quite yet. Flores, the sophomore from Half Moon Bay, California, one of the best freshmen in the conference a year ago. Kinyua gets it back. Good first touch. Kinyua, big service. And a goal kick coming for Alfin. Just bent that a little too far there around the net. Well, a couple important things for both teams tonight, starting with Wake Forest. It's pretty easy. Continue to find the hot hand, the ACC Co-Player of the Week, Rold Mitchell. 6 goals in his last 3 matches. Number 2 on SportsCenter last week. playing at such a high level. Can you find him early? And they've already done that in the first 4 minutes. I think for Virginia Tech, it's try and find some momentum early. This is a team that didn't score until its third match of the year. Don't want to trail. Try and gain some momentum. Get some good possessions in the attacking third as much as you can. As De Silva Jr. contact, no whistle, and Martino clears. Good recovery there from Wellington Jr. from Brazil. One of the captains on this Hokie squad. He's got the band on tonight. And a throw in for Escribano, the redshirt sophomore from Frisco, Texas. Now, Wake Forest, there have been other players who have contributed this year on the scoring front. Mitchell gets all the attention, but Jose Kojima, the junior from Japan, the game winner a couple of matches ago. Cooper Flax, a freshman from Dix Hills, New York, somebody that I think Wake Forest fans are certainly excited about seeing, a part of the number 2 recruiting class by Top Drawer Soccer that Wake Forest got. This team has recruited so well. A big testament to Bobby Muse. Wellington for Kinyua. Flores, a right foot, over to Wellington, and now Kyle McDowell. Challenge Tubbs and Pugh. Not a ton of possession for either of these two teams in the attacking third. Kind of a feeling out opening 6 minutes here at Thompson Field for the ACC home opener for Tech. Thomas. Pressure from Blacklock, dumps it off for Tubbs. And connects to Escribano. Wellington steps in front, and an easy call there. Foul on Rold Mitchell, the sophomore. Hokies are searching for its first win against Wake Forest since 2014. I mentioned it a couple of minutes ago, but last year the Hokies were ranked 5th in the nation, Wake Forest unranked, and Demon Deacons got a big boost in the midway point of its 2021 campaign when they beat Tech 3-1 in Winston-Salem. Strong challenge. Mitchell wins it. There's a foul called. Looked like the arm grab brought down Mitchell. Clock stops. Free kick coming for Wake Forest. Forbes stands to the right. Free kick coming for Wake Forest in a dangerous spot. Chipped in and cleared by Flores off his head. And then truly cleared by Grant Howard. Freshman from Mableton, Georgia, who has seen a lot of extra minutes as of late. He's impressed the coaching staff. Good challenge. Won by Vlad Wallant, the freshman. I think more than anything, this Wake Forest defense, again, allowed just 4 goals all year. Now, FDU put some pressure on them, scoring 2 last match. So very underrated Fairleigh Dickinson squad. Consistent NCAA tournament team Free kick for Tech here in the midfield, and easy play for Kenua, finding Wellington. Somebody that I think Virginia Tech, as they look to create more chances up top, that you might see get involved more. Nick Blacklock, number 17, trotting away from your screen there. Scored the game winner against the number 1 team in the country, Marshall, last year. He's very creative. Creates space while in the attacking third. Flores, not a great first touch. And a foul on the Hokies. The all-time series history between Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. Demon Deacons have dominated this series. 21 wins, 3 losses, 3 ties. Virginia Tech has only beaten Wake 1 time since joining the ACC, and that was back on September 19th, 2014, a Friday night here in Blacksburg. Escribano. Wellington has been busy the first 10 minutes, and one of the leaders of the back line connects with Blacklock through the legs for McDowell. Now Tubbs slows it down, playing it all the way back for Trace Alfin. Blacklock trying to make a move there. Unable to do so as it's Thomas turned the corner. Contact, no call. Through ball for the speedy McDowell. Well, you can see Wake Forest recognizing, respecting the speed of McDowell there near side of the pitch. Bringing 2 defenders over. There was contact, as you saw. Hokies fans pleading their case. Demon Deacons building out of their own half. Wallant through the legs for Tubbs. And just a little too far for Escribano, who's certainly been featured a lot in the midfield. Early we're for Wake Forest. He's looking for his first goal of the year. Someone who's the number 2 recruit from the state of Texas. How about this? Escribano, he holds dual citizenship in Spain and the United States. Flores with pressure from Kojima. Good decision to go back to Martino, but that's well high for McDowell. And a throw in for the Demon Deacons in the attacking third. Good challenge from Grant Howard to create the turnover. Hokie throw in midfield. Love seeing the pressure that both defenses are applying here so far. Now the team's really controlled possession. Kenua. Nothing there, and that's excellent work. Right down the touchline. Didn't have a play, ran out of real estate. Throw in for Wake Forest. Well, for Virginia Tech, what an opportunity this is tonight against the number 2 team in the land, looking for your first win. Been trying to put together good games, good matches. They've had some disappointing results against good teams, like when they went on the West Coast this year to open its season against Grand Canyon, a team that was just outside the top 25, lost 1-0. Fell to then number 23 UCLA 1-0 in Los Angeles. Tied Radford at home against a scrappy Highlander squad. Had a lead against Mercer in the second half at home, fell 3-2. And this is a squad that has had leads going into the break, had leads in the second half. I think the big thing for Tech is finishing a game. As through 60 minutes, they've been really sound, but 70, 80, 90th minute, that final third of matches has been where teams have been able to pull away. As Virginia Tech comes in with 4 draws on the year. Hensley trying to find Ricky Vidal, rather Misei Yoshizawa. Those are 2 names that have been new additions for Tech. We talked about Yoshizawa. He scored in each of his last 2 matches he's played in. Ricky Vidal, the transfer from Spain, graduate forward, a lot of experience, a veteran. He's trying to get going. Pressure from Pugh. So not a lot happening here. If you're just joining us 15 minutes in, ACC Network Extra, Evan Hughes on hand. Unbeaten Wake Forest. And Virginia Tech. I think it's been pretty physical both ways. And possession's my biggest takeaway. See Bobby Muse there. Head coach for Wake just kind of knocked the ball down in frustration. I don't know if he's pleading his case with his team there or with our referee, Mike Strutt. And there could be a foul. It is. Crowd that is quiet right now, but Tony, you look up and down the bleachers right now. A lot of fans here as Flores with the takeaway in the midfield. McDowell. Good ball for Blacklock. Up ahead for Flores. Out wide for McDowell. Gets a touch, and that is a goal, but first that ball rolled over the end line. And the right call there. Just a little too much space on that touch from Blacklock right down the end line. And a goal kick for Trace Alfin. Right idea. Pugh's the guy you want in that spot. Flax. Now Tubbs. It was a defender on roster, but you've seen it early on. He can get forward. And again, both teams, prime example right there, is in the midfield, unable to kind of connect passes. It's been a struggle for possession. In about the first 20 minutes as Vidal shields away his defender. And Kenua out wide for Howard. Vidal. Good touch passing here as Wellington comes forward. Dumps it off McDowell. Look at all the players possessing on this possession. Flores with pressure. And Kenua with 2 defenders on him. Not afraid to play it all the way back to the midfield stripe. Good job from Kenua, feeling the pressure from Kajima. I think that's a possession you take away for Tech is, okay, this is what we're working with. It's the first real lengthy possession you've had in the attacking third. I think those quick, short, crisp passes will be key tonight for Tech. Suzuki. Nice little touch pass. Pressure from Joyce. And a long through ball. Far side of the pitch. Service in past Martino, but McDowell there to back him up and force the corner kick. First corner for the Demon Deacons tonight. Low line drive. Great clearance, and it was Pugh. Now, one thing worth mentioning, Virginia Tech tonight is missing one of its top options on the defensive side on that back line. Jack Deary, a red card against Virginia last Friday, unavailable for tonight's match because of that. Here is McDowell. Kyle McDowell, the senior from West Sussex, England. Second in the ACC with 8 assists a year ago, and Tech will play through contact. Flores, great decision. Able to find Howard with plenty of room. Lost his footing through 2 defenders. Wellington. Blacklock will turn. He's got space. Blacklock bends it wide. But I like the creativity there from Nick Blacklock. He's one of your more creative players. I think that's a shot that Mike Brisendine's happy with. You've got space right outside of the 18. Just over 20 minutes gone. And it's the Hokies who, well, they haven't been necessarily great looks, have definitely had more looks, more chances than Wake thus far. The unbeaten Demon Deacons. And off the deflection, good move from Vidal there. As if Wake started to possess there, they had numbers in front. And Martino, not a great clearance. Wellington's got to be careful here. McDowell comes forward off the turnover. Wake looking for the lead, and it's cleared away. Unbelievable effort. Wellington Jr. saving a goal. What an effort. The junior from Para, Brazil. Unbelievable. Point blank look. I don't know how he got back in time, but he did. And we remain scoreless here in Blacksburg. You could see that entire play unfolding. He came out of nowhere. And Ponce's service in. Martino the save. Now this crowd loves it. There's a reason why he's got that captain armband for back-to-back seasons. He and Kyle McDowell, not only are they the heartbeat of the back line, might be the heartbeat of the team. Foul on Kinyua there. And Mike Strutt, our referee, won't give out a card here, but I like this. Saying, hey, let's calm things down. All right? Not necessarily a warning. Strutt will go chat with Bobby Muse, the Wake Forest head coach. Clock stopped, just over 22 minutes left, opening half. You can see Muse pleading his case with something. Wow, that's a save from Weldleton you could see on SportsCenter tonight. I mean, that goal was just about wide open, net open almost. Martino was drawn away. That's a heck of an effort, and that's the difference potentially. You don't know how this match finishes, but that could be the difference we talk about late in the second half as Pugh is tangled up with Garrison Tubbs, and it's a foul on Pugh. Chasing that down, Wellant. Vlad Wellant, too big of a touch there. That's a goal kick. Our first sub of the night, Pugh will exit. And it's Declan Quill, sophomore midfielder for Tech, who comes in. He'll play up top alongside of Vidal, Yoshizawa, Blacklock. And I'm sure that kind of moment Wilmington just had, that's got to fire up this Hokies team if they needed even a little bit more motivation, which they had plenty coming in looking for its first win, number 2 team in the country. Meanwhile, for Wake, that was so well executed. Off the set piece. Great touch. Almost a behind-the-back pass there from Cooper Flex. Throw in for the Hokies. Wake Forest is quick and decisive in the attacking third. Escribano back for Tubbs. Over for Amponsa. Prince Amponsa, junior from the Bronx. Last week's ACC Defensive Player of the Week. And like Wilmington for Virginia Tech, Amponsa, heartbeat of that back line for Wake Forest. Here's another look, and knocked down by Martino. Doing a great job there of recognizing near post about the only option on that shot. Trusting his defense to be on the opposite post. But here comes another corner for Wake Forest. Joyce, good job of shielding to get the Hokies possession. Rold Mitchell had a semi-good look just outside the 18, 3 minutes in. Since we have not talked much about the sophomore for Wake Forest. 6 goals in his last 3 matches. Reigning ACC Co-Player of the Week. I think Tech's done a good job of staying with them and trying to make others possess and beat them in the attacking third. Now still plenty of time left in this match, of course, but I mean, that is the focal point for the Demon Deacons. I mean, that's incredible. 6 goals in 3 matches. 2 of them PKs, but still. And our first sub for Wake Forest. I'll tell you about it in just a moment. Long run here for Quill. Trying to get there. And it will result in a throw-in. By the way, it's Baba Niang checking in for Cooper Flax for Wake Forest. Niang, a top 5 recruit coming out of New Jersey. He's from Senegal. And another key piece that Bobby Muse has recruited over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, for Tech, looks like Blacklock has checked out. McDowell right around the along the touchline. Quill boots that towards Lane Stadium there. Over the fans in the stands. Again, I've said it a couple of times, worth mentioning again. I mean, it is hard to see where there's open seating right now at Thompson Field. You've got fans behind the goal closest to McComas Hall. Almost feels a little bit like last year when Virginia Tech beat Virginia in double overtime. That crowd, one of the best crowds in the last 10 years for Tech. And it's got that feel to it right now. Obviously not Virginia, but number 2 team in the country. And these Hokie fans enjoying soccer before Hokies football will play Wofford tomorrow at 11 a.m. Great takeaway. Flores, who falls down, and Danny Flores quickly back up to his feet. That's great to see. Think about Virginia Tech midfielders over the last 5 years. You go from Danny Pereira, the number 1 overall pick in the 2020 MLS draft, then to Danny Flores and Maiola Kinua. Just about 15 minutes until halftime. Thompson Field, Blacksburg, Virginia. Evan Hughes and our crew with you here on the ACC Network Extra. Wake Forest trying to move to 7-0. Number 2 team in the land, Virginia Tech, looking for win number 1 this year. In the moment of the match so far, Welnelton Jr. don't know how saving a ball that was, inches from going in for Wake Forest. Very well could be 1-0 Demon Deacons. Here's Mitchell, but it's Welnelton gets their first good move, too. Mitchell kept his momentum forward, ran right past the ball. And a foul on the Hokies. Five fouls on both teams so far here in the first half. 2 saves for Ben Martino in goal for the Hokies. Meanwhile, no saves needed for Trace Alfin and the Demon Deacons. And Ponsa out wide. Niang. Pressure from Kinua. Long ball for Tubbs. And offsides is the call. Like that idea, though. Wake Forest not afraid to flip the pitch. See if Virginia Tech can get anything going offensively here in the next 12 minutes. This defense has played well. They've had a couple of opportunities, but no corner kicks. Wake Forest has had 3, and their lone goal almost came off of one. Here's a look for Tech. Look how quickly Wake Forest reacts and resets. Mitchell tried to thread that quickly. Good pressure from Ahmed. Zion Ahmed, somebody that has seen extended minutes for Mike Brisendine's squad as of late. But look at the Demon Deacons. I mean, not in any rush here. And what a matchup they're going to have next week. I know the focus is Virginia Tech tonight. But get your popcorn ready, college soccer fans. Number 1 Clemson, number 2 Wake Forest next week. Cannot wait for that. Threaded in, Welnelton steps forward. He has been the MVP of this opening half for Tech. Suzuki. And pushed out over the touchline, Carter Hensley. 2 subs coming on. Leo Guarino comes on. And Ricky Vidal checks in for Virginia Tech. Nice through ball there, through the legs. Contact and an easy call. Push from behind. Foul on Virginia Tech, and that'll set up a free kick just outside of the box. Baba Niang will take it. David Rona, the other sub for Wake Forest. And for Vlad Wallant, Mitchell checked off. Foul was on Grant Howard. Here is Niang trying to put Wake on the board. Punched away by Martino. Right to him, no doubt about it. Fist bumps Kyle McDowell there. And Ryan Fessler comes on, the sophomore from Charlotte. Bobby Muse bringing in a couple of subs here late in the first half. 9 minutes until halftime. Fourth corner of the night for the Demon Deacons. That's a goal kick. Didn't know who touched it last there, but the header in the box. How about another sub for Wake? Chase Oliver comes off. McDowell finds Ahmed. Great ball out wide for Howard. Threads it through. And played right into the arms of Alfin. Great connectivity there from the midfield from Tech, but just a little too quick. Now the counter for Wake. Howard on the other end defensively keeps it away from Niang, but a throw in coming. Guarino. Good patience from Weldleton there to take the extra touch, but Howard not ready for the pass. Sometimes the teams that finish and start halves the best are the ones that win. Always important how you start and how you finish. Earlier match here on the women's side, Pittsburgh scored 4 goals all in the first or final 5 minutes of a half. Good touch from Joyce on the defensive end. Finds Quill in the midfield. Vidal. Weldleton for Quill. All the way forward for McDowell. Ahmed runs off the end line and a corner coming. Or a goal kick, rather. Apologies. That's last touched on Zion Ahmed. Great hustle from Garrison Tubbs all the way down the end line. This has been a very well-played opening half. The fouls are even. I only think Wake Forest a couple more corner kicks, but it feels like both teams have had the opportunities. Well, both of these squads have been so consistent in the NCAA tournament. Wake Forest, the longest NCAA tournament streak at 11 consecutive years in the ACC. Virginia Tech in second with 6. Escribano runs out of real estate. You know, the Hokies have made the Sweet 16 4 of the last 6 years. And the dominance for Wake Forest in Bobby Muse really has continued on since 2015. No program has won more matches in the country than Wake Forest with 121 wins and ACC wins in that stretch with 44. Chase Oliver tries to turn. Tubbs, the captain, on the pitch tonight. Oliver again with space. Try to play it forward. He gets it back. Rona working on Howard. Howard, too big a touch. Throw in coming for Rona and Wake Forest. And he'll hand it off. Can Wake take the lead right before halftime? Cross in. Shot with the right foot, not on goal. All-out hustle here from Zion Ahmed. But Tubbs felt the pressure, wasn't worried about it. Off the head of Escribano. And a throw in for the Hokies. I think Tech's defense has done a great job tonight. I think the biggest victory of this opening half for Virginia Tech outside of Weldleton preventing a goal somehow. I mean, it was beautiful. One of the plays of the year for Virginia Tech is the fact that they did not let Rold Mitchell get a lot of touches in the attacking third. He wasn't dangerous in any of his touches for the most part. And the Hokies, you can tell, are trying to make Wake Forest beat them without Mitchell as much as possible. Joyce for Flores. Rather, Howard. And a clearance as Alfin boots that away to midfield. Got a couple of stats for you right now. Wake Forest, 4 shots in the opening half. Virginia Tech, 2. 3 saves for Ben Martino, the Hokies keeper. Just 1 for Alfin. 4 corners for Wake, none for Virginia Tech, as McDowell can't play it through. And 8 first half fouls on the Hokies, 5 on the Demon Deacons. McDowell, easy touch. Trying a 3-man triangle there down the touchline. Stays in, Vidal, knocked away. And now the counter is on. That was all Garrison Tubbs. Gosh, he's fun to watch because he gets it done on the back line, Tubbs, but he can also get forward, connect to the midfield. That's why he's the ACC Co-Defensive Player of the Week. Now the counter. Numbers ahead for Wake. Do they have a shot before half? They do, but it's wide. Dangerous moment for the Hokies right before halftime. That was Guarino in a reserve role tonight, looking for his 2nd goal of the year. Leo Guarino, somebody knows a thing or two about stepping up in big moments. His first career goal came against Virginia in the ACC tournament a year ago. Wake Forest throw in, that's the right call there, off of Ahmed's foot. Weldleton gets it. No, that's a foul on Weldleton. And he stares down, and clock will stop. That might warrant a card. Mike Strutt, we'll see. Nope, no card, but free kick coming. One more opportunity before halftime. And the Demon Deacons content with taking this to halftime scoreless. Number 2 team in the land, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Virginia Tech Hokies scoreless. Moment of the first half, Weldleton Jr. with the save of the year on the back line, open net. Unbelievable save, and we are scoreless at Thompson, the sophomore who has scored 6 goals in his last 3 matches. We'll see what adjustments these two teams made at the break. Demon Deacons trying to move to 7-0 on the year. Virginia Tech trying to pick up its first win of the year against the number 2 team in the country. One player that stood out for me in the first half for Wake Forest was Garrison Tubbs, the ACC Co-Defensive Player of the Week. Had a couple of great stops just outside the box, and also has done a nice job getting forward at times, connecting to the midfield. 45 minutes left to see if Wake Forest or Virginia Tech can come away with a result here in Blacksburg. And here we go already. Weldleton, great slide tackle. And great sportsmanship, too, helping up. I believe that was Rold Mitchell. I think in the first 10 minutes, it's going to be important to see can Tech sustain possession and create possession in the attacking third. They had one really good possession in the first half where about 8 different players touched the ball. Didn't result in anything. I think those quick touch passes near midfield leading into the attacking third, that's going to be the recipe for success tonight for Tech. Again, as they didn't have any opportunities on set pieces in the first 45 minutes. Martino stops it with a foot and sends it away. That's Grabano, who played very well in the first half of the first 45 minutes, was subbed off. And Ponsa back for Alphen. Flax finds Prince Imponsa, leader of the back line, junior from the Bronx. And a continuing theme here in the second half. Wake Forest showing just how comfortable they are possessing in their own back half, then taking a chance, as they do here, trying to connect with Kojima, one of their top offensive options. Nobody home there on the behind the back pass from Welmelton, trying to find Flores. Mitchell trying to work through two defenders. Finds somebody for a moment. Great ball ahead for Cooper Flax, the freshman. Works on Kinyua. And Kinyua, great job shielding away Flax for the goal kick. This Virginia Tech team, what a schedule they have put together for the 2022 season. Playing 9 teams who made the NCAA tournament from a year ago. Tonight, searching for its first win against Wake Forest since 2014. Now, they've beaten the number 1 team in the country 4 different times in program history. They did it last year, but they haven't beaten the number 2 team in the nation since they beat UConn in the 2007 Elite Eight. That sent Tech to its first ever College Cup. We talked about it in the first half, but this Hokie team, losing Jacob Labovitz, somebody who did so much up top for Tech. 23 of its 37 goals from last year graduated. And I think they're still finding, their rhythm with, again, really talented pieces up top. Tubbs. Here he is coming forward as he does. Wallant plays it off his chest. Decisive pass. McDowell trying to challenge. Flax throws it. Wallant with space. Opportunity for the Demon Deacons. Here's the shot, and it's deflected. Another shot, that's well high. I like that chance there for Wake Forest and what they were able to do, and I even like that second shot. Even though you're outside the box, you've got the confidence to take that. And Colin Thomas had the first look, and then it was Takuma Suzuki. And a foul on the Hokies. Wake Forest will play quickly. And Suzuki, and now we've got a stoppage and a card coming out on Danny Flores. And I wonder if it was something that was said, because it didn't look like Mike Strutt was going to give anyone a card. And then just before Wake Forest played on, the yellow card came out. It's actually on Connor Pugh. So here's the free kick. Oh, apologies. Foul earlier on Pugh. But yes, that yellow card was indeed on Danny Flores. Chipped in. Here is space. Mitchell off the hands. And Tech able to clear. Good work from Martino. Here's the cross, and that's knocked down by Joyce. Mitchell had space in the box and nearly had a look at what would have been his 7th goal if he was able to convert in his last 4 matches. Tubbs all the way forward, plays it through. Escribano, service in. Martino punches it in the air. Oh, great behind the look back pass. Here's the shot, and that's in! Demon Deacons on top at Thompson Field. Off the deflection, just outside the box. And a celebration far side of the pitch. Colin Thomas, let's see who scored it. Couple players celebrating. It's Cooper Flex, freshman from Dix Hills, New York. 2nd goal of his college career. He scored last match against FDU, and now he's converted early in the second half. Now scored in back-to-back matches for the number 2 team and all of college soccer. What a great goal there, too. And good work from Martino initially punching that ball away. Then up top to Flax and beat him by that right post. Now, how can the Hokies counter? When you have a goal like that, right, it can maybe take a little bit of pressure off of both sides. That first goal scored, especially from Wake, but even for Tech, sometimes when you go down a goal, yes, you might rush, or you might play a little bit more relaxed, try and reset and do more of what was talked about at halftime. Joyce. Howard back for Joyce. Oh, great move there from Howard. Gets by Wallant for a moment. Up top, Tech looking for the equalizer. Blacklock can't do it. Great save from Trace Alfin to keep it 1-0 Wake. What a cutback move from Blacklock. Best look of the night for Virginia Tech. And now the first corner for the Hokies. And that's right to Alfin. Wow, good look for Blacklock. Senior from Hellertown, Pennsylvania. Not even a good look, a great look. You're not going to get that many chances like that in the box, one-on-one with Trace Alfin. But have to be pleased with the response from Tech after giving up that goal to create their best moment of the night. Love that there is Rold Mitchell and Wellington Jr. Moment there as Wellington got tripped up. Howard tried to play it forward for Hensley, not there. Wellington gets up there, able to head it through for possession. Good ball for Flores. Lost the touch for a moment. Kinua trying to slice through. McDowell. Cross, that's deflected off of David Rona, the senior. And just like that, Hokies haven't had a corner kick. Now they've got 2 in the last 2 minutes. Alfin punches it. Flores knocks it down, and a handball. Does Tech get the call? They're looking for it. No sign yet from Mike Strutt, our referee. Corner kick awarded. Look at 5 Hokies around Mike Strutt pleading for a handball, which would have resulted in a penalty. They won't get the call. Nisei Yoshizawa to take the corner. Great pass for Flores. Splits 2 defenders. Flores plays it through. Pugh not there. Cleared by Wake Forest. Good idea from Danny Flores. Got by 2 defenders. Didn't have the angle to take a shot. Here he is again. Yoshizawa back out. Hokies unable to get a touch there, and a good clearance. In the last 7 minutes, my goodness, from the goal to the chances in the corners. I think Tech's gaining confidence here. Just the last 5 minutes alone. Great through ball. Yoshizawa, the freshman, trying to connect with Flores. Wake on the counter. Valent all the way forward for Mitchell. The top goal scorer for Wake. He'll give it a go, but nowhere close. Takuma Suzuki checks out. First substitution of the second half for Wake Forest and Coach Bobby Muse. Tech with numbers forward. Chipped ahead and just a little too far out of reach for Carter Hensley. Hokies get it right back. Yoshizawa scored in his last 2. Good decision there. And Ponsa playing it back for Alfin. I think you see the leadership there. Saying, hey, Tech has been pressing here. They're creating momentum. Let's take it right back. Slow things down. 31 minutes left. You got the 1-0 lead. And now a long ball forward. Over the head of McDowell. Out of reach, though, for Colin Thomas. Thomas, somebody who's been a great facilitator as of late for Wake. 2 assists last 3 matches, including the win against North Carolina State a week ago. Wellington taken away. Easy read there from Oliver. Service in. And a good no call there as it looked like Wallant slipped. Wallant, who's listed as a defender, the freshman from Lafayette, Colorado, but he's gotten really forward tonight. He assisted against FDU last match. Hensley. Out wide. McDowell. One of the best passers on this Tech team. McDowell to the end line. Cleared out of harm's way. Jose Kojima. Finds Fessler. Open side of the pitch. It's Forbes All right, back to Fessler, sophomore from Charlotte. Not a ton of movement on the pitch right now. Kajima. Look at the space Tech is giving Wake here in the midfield. Letting them do all the possessing they want right here. Kajima cutting in. Wallant. To Tubbs. Good pressure. And after all that possession, it'll stay with Wake. Julian Kennedy comes on for Wake, and Rold Mitchell comes out. I like that decision for Bobby Muse. You're up 1-0 right now. Let him get a breather and then bring him back on here about 10-15 minutes, finish out this match. Kajima chips it forward for Wallant, got a foot on it. Howard will sprint to the touchline. It'll stay with Wake. Tech forces the turnover. Declan Quill knocked to the ground. No call. Yoshizawa. He plays through contact. Gets it back. Misa Yoshizawa knocked down to the pitch. And there's contact away from the ball. And a foul on Virginia Tech. Nick Blacklock not happy with Mike Strutt, our referee. I really like this from Strutt. He'll give the card. I think you could tell he was wanting to have a conversation. He might not have liked what he had heard from Blacklock, the senior, and he books him for a yellow. Second yellow card on Virginia Tech, the other Danny Flores. And now they're going to go take a look. And I think what they're going to look at is the play you saw on the far end of your screen a moment ago. The foul was not who was on the ball. It was Blacklock tangled up with a Demon Deacon. And I think they're going to see if there was anything extracurricular here that might warrant something more than a yellow. Quick look. And play on. I think it's something they'll certainly be mindful of, though. That exchange, I didn't get a great look at it, but there definitely looked to be some extra pushing and shoving. Sub coming on as Wallant exits. And it's number 22, Sidney Paris, the junior. First minutes in tonight's match. He comes on. 26 minutes to go. Wake Forest scored early in the second half. We were scoreless at halftime. Kenyua in the midfield. What a job he's done over the last couple of years here in Blacksburg. Maiola Kenyua from Kenya, third-team All-ACC last year. Great story of resilience. He picked Appalachian State as his first college choice, but after COVID, they shut down that program. And Mike Brizendine and the Hokies brought him here to Tech, and what a fantastic addition he's been over the last couple of years. Pairing with Danny Flores in the midfield. Wellington nearly had that taken away. Howard for Flores, right back to him on a give and go. Ooh, the footwork. We've seen Howard a couple of times tonight. Give and go for Flores. Great read. And Ponsa, if he didn't get that leg up, Flores might have made it 1-1. And a great through ball through the legs, and there's a foul. We've got contact and a little extracurricular. Mise Yoshizawa and Sidney Parrish, who just came on, getting tangled up. It's amazing. It's almost since Wake Forest scored, Virginia Tech has been more confident, more relaxed. I don't know if it's just the added pressure of being down, knowing that you've got to score. But this has been a different team since Wake scored. Good touch for Flores. Chips it. And unable to make a play on it was Zion Ahmed. I think Tech has possessed the ball more than Wake, quite frankly. And now the counter off a turnover. Wellington gets beat. Wake looking for their second goal, and Martino says no. Denies Julian Kennedy a great save from Ben Martino. Wellington rarely gets beat on that back line. He did there. Julian Kennedy was looking for goal number 2 on the year. Someone who plays in spurts for Wake. He hasn't played more than 29 minutes in the last 5 matches. There's a ton of depth on this Wake team. Here's the corner. Played back in to Martino on a hop. First true save that we have seen tonight from either keeper. Combination play for Howard, cuts back. He's got great footwork. Hensley for Flores. He tried to stop, you could see, and then realized there were 2 defenders closing in. Declan Quill, gotta look. Coming out was Alfin. Nearly a giveaway, a costly one for Wake. McDowell there looked like he ran into a Wake Forest player on the bench, and I think that's what Bobby Muse is asking. Why isn't that a foul or a card? I don't think it was intentional. I think he was trying to go get the ball to throw it in, but realized it wasn't Tech possession. Paris. Clearance. Foul on the Hokies, too. On Joyce. One 1-0. Number 2 team in the country, Wake Forest, leading Virginia Tech. That's an easy foul on Wellington Jr. You can't extend that elbow. He doesn't like the call. I think that's the right one, though. Ball had yet to be possessed. Look at Mike Brizendine, though. He's right there down the touchline. He is beside himself. Does not agree. Hands in the pockets. He's going for win number 100 tonight as the head coach of the Hokies. So a free kick for Wake. And headed and saved. Martino again stands tall in the nets for the Hokies. That was headed in Top shelf Martino has been tough as nails the last 10 minutes for Tech. Corner kick coming. That's over the net high. Couple of stats with 20 minutes left. 13 shots for Wake Forest tonight. Just 2 for Virginia Tech. 4 saves from Ben Martino, rather 6 saves for Ben Martino. And 1 for Trace Alfin, the Demon Deacons keeper. Wake has 6 corners, Virginia Tech 3. And we've had 19 combined fouls tonight. 12 on the Hokies, 7 on the Demon Deacons. Foul on the Hokies. Look at the pressure from Flores. Tech trying to create a turnover in Wake's own half. There's Quill. He nearly created a turnover and had a look at goal. Hokies looking for its first win against Wake Forest since 2014. This has been a team that Tech has struggled with all time, as Wake leads the all-time series. 21 wins to 3, just 3 wins for Tech and 3 ties. Demon Deacon squad that, again, has given up just 4 goals all season. There was a lot of contact. No call. And Quill will help up Forbes. Crowd is packed tonight at Thompson Field. ACC home opener. Hokies, they're going not only for their first conference win, first win in 2022. You think back to the moment of the first half when Wilmington Jr. made an unbelievable SportsCenter top 10 worthy clearance that would have been in for a goal. If that went in, which it was so close to being in, it would have been 2-0 right now. Certainly making a huge difference. Long touch forward. Flores, rather Zion Ahmed. Yoshizawa tripped up, trying to split 2 defenders. And here comes the first yellow card of the night on a Demon Deacon. I think that's a good call. That's a hard challenge, hard foul. Free kick coming for Tech with 18 minutes. It's on Christian Escribano. Tech wants to possess here. Joyce connects with Howard. His footwork on the near side of the pitch has been great tonight. Trying to create space, and a foul on Sidney Paris. Flores just kicks it right away off of Kajima. You see that all across soccer. Professionally, college, high school. Everyone wants to play a free kick so fast. Can Tech convert here off a set piece? Haven't had many, especially free kicks. Flores plays it in, but right to a defender. Gets a touch. That's off his foot, too. Possession to Wake. Zion Ahmed comes off for Tech. Nick Blacklock comes back on. Meanwhile, for Wake Forest, Cooper Flax exits. Remember, Cooper Flax helped assist on the goal earlier. Colin Thomas has scored the lone goal Foul on Myola Kaniua. He does not like that call, pleading his case. And Tech nearly created a turnover. And again, as I was just saying, I think Wake tried to play quickly, nearly created a big turnover. And Danny Flores having words with Mike Strutt, the referee, as play is continued. Flores playing with a yellow right now. Blacklock. Touch pass, hard foul. Rather, hard challenge, no foul. Yoshizawa. Pass left a little short for Blacklock. Weddleton, great coverage for a moment, and then Kennedy got free. "15 minutes left. This has been a treat, really has. This one has lived up to the hype. This is a Virginia Tech team that, yes, is winless right now, but they have so much talent, trying to put it together. Team that has made the Sweet 16 4 of the last 6 years. Missed time jump from Howard. Foul on Wake, to the displeasure of Sidney Paris. Grant Howard is down in pain, the freshman from Mableton, Georgia. Clock stops. Grant Howard, we've talked about some of the pieces that Virginia Tech has lost from a year ago. Have loved Howard, freshman defender, because he can also play in the midfield and get forward. Really great fall last year with Atlanta United U19 team in the UPSL Premier Division. Allowed the fewest goals in the conference. So he has seen some great competition before coming into college. I think that's why you've seen him play so many minutes as a freshman. Here's Coach Mike Brizendine. What a job he has done. The head coach of the Hokies took over while there were some sanctions on the program. He was an assistant coach for the 2007 College Cup appearance. Only 5 schools have gone to 6 straight NCAA tournaments. Indiana, Miami, Virginia Tech, Washington, Wake Forest. Excuse me, not Miami, apologies, but Indiana, powerhouse. And of course, Wake Forest, who's been in the NCAA tournament 11 straight years. Good to see Howard. Looks like he's going to stay on as you see him stretching there. We mentioned this stat a little bit earlier, but going off of that, the job Bobby Muse has done. Wake Forest, 11 straight trips to the NCAA tournament. That's the best consecutive mark in the country, most in the ACC, and second, it's Mike Brizendine's squad with 6 straight trips. And the next win that Virginia Tech has will be career win number 100 for him as a coach. Back to action. 14 and a half minutes for Tech to try and equalize. Remember, no overtime in college soccer. That's an easy whistle. And we've seen more and more whistles from Mike Strutt. in the second half. A little more physical nature from both teams. Blacklock tangled up for a moment. Plays it off the foot. Quill races forward to create space. Howard right back to him from Flores, but taken away. And now space for Wake to counter. Kennedy, great slide tackle and challenge from Cameron Joyce. But an injured Hokie back past midfield as the clock stops. And it is Danny Flores. And he gets up to his feet under his own power. That's great to see. Referee Mike Strutt will go over and look at this on the monitor to make sure there wasn't anything malicious or extracurricular with the challenge. That obviously was way away from the ball. Did not see it personally here in the booth. Looks like he just waved his hand to Coach Bobby Muse, indicating that nothing would be coming. Danny Flores. He has scored one career goal, and it was in overtime last year against Notre Dame, a team that nearly won a national title. Named the number 3 freshman in the country by Top Drawer Soccer a year ago. Part of the ACC All-Freshman team, and he is a preseason All-American here in 2022. He'll stay on. But a Wake Forest throw-in coming after the fantastic tackle from Cameron Joyce, preventing a one-on-one opportunity for Julian Kennedy, who has certainly made an impact coming off the bench here in the second half. Now Flores is standing off the pitch right now. You can't see at the bottom of your screen. And can now come on after the throw-in. "13 minutes to go. Weddleton feeling the pressure. Great takeaway. Swarming pressure from Wake Forest, and Ryan Fessler got a foot in. And it was a foul, so a free kick. Kennedy off of a Hokie. Kenua able to tap it to Flores. That's taken away. Wake looking for goal number 2. There's a shot. It's wide of the post. Not a ton of space tonight for the Demon Deacons in the box. Credit the backline attack, but that was a good look. Tech has started to get forward here over the last 15, 20 minutes. 11.5 minutes to go. You're at home. You'd love to at least get a tie here if you can. And look at Joyce here coming forward. Howard here, the defender across midfield. Demon Deacons are going to have to defend at a really high clip over the next 10 minutes, as they do there. Fessler, been impressed with him in a reserved role. Forbes finds Chase Oliver. Chips it forward, and offsides is Jose Kojima. Just a second off. You look at the upcoming schedules for both of these teams. We highlighted it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but how about number 1 versus number 2 in the ACC? That's what you're going to have next week, more than likely, as long as everything holds. September 24th, number 1 Clemson, number 2 Wake Forest. On September 19th, Wake will have George Mason, non-conference match. And then the Hokies will play Longwood on Tuesday here at Thompson Field. Great ball forward. Another offsides call on Julian Kennedy. Hokies, Longwood, and Virginia Tech. Matchup between two Commonwealth of Virginia teams. 7 o'clock, ACC Network Extra. Bailey Engel, Josh Brown, they'll have the call of that one. And then back to ACC play in Raleigh next Friday at 7 against NC State. Weldleton. Touch pass. Blacklock. Connects with Howard. Managed to keep that in. Blacklock. Oh, what a move. Shields off one defender. Tries to play it through. Just trying to do a little too much, and you can't blame him. Trying to do it all by himself there and nearly able to connect up top. Oh, beautiful move too. Yoshizawa. Kenyua. Kenyua, who's such a connector in the midfield, has it taken away. Both will slip, but it's a foul on Maiola. We'll see if any team brings on a sub here. It looks like one is waiting for Wake. Off the free kick. Howard taps it for Martino. Flores gets free. Flores. Yoshizawa. Hensley out wide. McDowell. Little jersey grab. Rather, Blacklock. Yoshizawa. Hensley tried to play it right back to him. Wake was ready. Great defense. And now a counter. Weldleton takes it right back. Weldleton coming forward here. Tried to split two. And now numbers for Wake if they want it. Weldleton trying to push back. And he is able to knock down for a moment Kojima. Forbes slows it down with just under 7 minutes to go. Wake trying to remain unbeaten. Into the box, Kennedy. Oliver. Quill. Can't take it away from Forbes. Wake's doing a great job here. Just being patient. Not trying to force anything. Kojima gives it a go. Off the crossbar. Kojima heads it for it again. And into the arms of Martino. My goodness, though. What a goal that would have been from Jose Kojima. Oh, that would have been a SportsCenter top 10 goal. From that far out of the box, nearly the icing on the cake for Wake as they can start to taste it. 5 minutes away from its 7th win of the year. Substitution for Tech, and it's Oscar Haugley, the freshman, younger brother of former captain Sivert Haugley, who graduated a year ago from Oslo, Norway. He comes in. Haugley launches it. Yoshizawa, nice turn. Finds the open space and does so here. Howard, Hensley, through for Quill. Hokie throw-in, just under 5 minutes left. Quill, the throw-in. Tech looking for an equalizer. Haugley got a piece of it. Yoshizawa plays it to himself. It's high. Yoshizawa, one of the most fun players on the pitch tonight, either side. Right up there with Rold Mitchell. Got a decent look at it, too, as he played that over the head of the defender. And Trace Alfin, all the time in the world here. Here's McDowell. He finds Flores, right back to him. Quill dumps it off for Flores, who will swing it out wide, or near side rather here for Howard. Yep, that's the right call there. A little trip of Paris. If he didn't do it, Paris had possession at midfield with numbers ahead. Howard. Flores couldn't get a touch on it. Pressure coming. Watch the feet here. And that is a Wake throw-in. Flores, his hands out wide, saying that should be a Hokie throw-in. There's got to be a little more sense of urgency right now at Tech. 2:40 to go. Challenge there from Oscar Haugley. Flores. Yoshizawa. Kinyua. Out wide for McDowell. One of the last chances tonight for Tech. And taken away. And a push in the midfield. No question there on Maiola Kinyua. Free kick coming with 2 minutes left. And Wake will take plenty of time. Here's their captain, Garrison Tubbs. Haugley. Howard a touch. Kenua for Hensley. And not there for Flores. 90 seconds left. Might be the final possession here for Tech. McDowell in midfield. Up top, Blacklock. He's got space. Blacklock cuts back. Flores. Danny Flores gives it a go. It's blocked. And taken away. Oh, what a defensive stand for Wake Forest. As I believe that was Julian Kennedy. Haugley with 40 seconds. Kenua. Now Haugley in midfield with 30 seconds. Howard. Yoshizawa. Kenua with 23 seconds. Flores. Blacklock's tripped. Clock stops, 15 seconds left. One last chance for Tech. Blacklock trip coming to the near side of the pitch. It looks like Danny Flores will take this free kick. And this is in a distance where Flores can convert. And this is deep enough too, far enough away from the box where you can get creative if you're Flores. You've got options. Our referee, Mike Strutt, will go to the monitor, and I'll tell you what, Coach Bobby Muse, far from pleased right now. You could see it, him pointing at Mike Strutt. Listen to this crowd. And now Strutt, look at Bobby Muse here. Top corner of your screen. Not happy with our referee, Mike Strutt. And he's pointing at the monitor of where he just went off the pitch to review the last play. But nonetheless, here he comes, top left corner of your screen, our referee, Mike Strutt. Danny Flores. Can he be the hero? Flores, right to the hands of Trace Alfin. He'll lay on the ball. And that will be all. The number 2 team in the country, Wake Forest, comes on the road, a hostile environment at Thompson Field, and the Demon Deacons remain unbeaten. 1-0 the final score. And it's Colin Thomas in the 51st minute. The difference tonight between Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. Couple of final numbers. Wake Forest 16 shots, Virginia Tech 5. 6 saves for Tech and Ben Martino, 2 for Trace Alfin. 6 corner kicks for Wake Forest, 3 for Virginia Tech. And then there were a ton of fouls tonight, folks. A total of 33, 19 on Virginia Tech and 14 on Wake Forest. Demon Deacons move to 7-0 on the year, and the Hokies fall to 0-4-2. Well, that'll do it for our coverage tonight. A fun one at Thompson Field, ACC men's soccer. What a great start to the year. We're going to have many more great matches this year, all here on the ACC Network Extra. For our entire crew, I'm Evan Hughes saying so long from Thompson Field. With the final score, one final time. Number 2, Wake Forest 1, Virginia Tech 0. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other games on the ACC Network, download the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN the worldwide leader in sports. Good night from Blacksburg.